r/AskReddit. What are some horrifying things to consider when thinking about aliens? Our human concepts of morality and empathy are heavily influenced by our mammalian biology. Imagine that aliens land, and instead of having nice little family units, their species lays clutches of thousands of eggs at a time. They don't form strong bonds. Life is essentially expendable for them. They see us weeping over a dead child and they have literally no frame of reference for understanding why this would be upsetting. I'm not saying all aliens will be like this, but some definitely could be. A counter-argument would be octopuses. They are the most different form of intelligent life that we know, and they don't seem to be that arseholish. Although here we are with our supposed empathy, yet we eat them up. I was also thinking about octopuses, but in another way. They are highly intelligent yet don't rule the sea. One reason for this is the lack of bond with their parents. They don't pass on their knowledge from one generation to another. Thus I argue that a social bond is a requirement for an intelligent species to advance that far. It's possible that they are fat single-cell organisms just loafing around. Cellular biology wouldn't really allow it. Cellular biology on Earth wouldn't allow it, but God only knows what is normal on other planets. There's nothing saying life didn't evolve extremely different on other planets. Hell, why assume carbon passed at all? It's not a biology problem, it's a physics problem. As surface area increases, volume increases disproportionately to the point where the cell wouldn't be able to support itself. Although I won't completely rule out the possibility of life based on a completely different set of organic atoms. One theory, from Stephen Hawking, is that if they are sufficiently advanced, that aliens may treat us like ants. When we build dams, we don't worry about whether or not a dam will cause an anthill to be flooded out. Similarly, a species that is advanced as far beyond us as we are beyond ants might seek to alter our planet or even our solar system to their advantage without giving consideration to what may happen to us. Space Peter is our only hope. Scariest comment I've seen yet. They might be sexy, and they might be horny. There are hot aliens in your area. The possibility of them already knowing about us, but us not knowing about them. We have no idea if they know. They could be committing space espionage right now, and we wouldn't know about it. If our understanding of physics is correct, the fastest that any electromagnetic signal could travel is the speed of light. The closest star system that could have a planet capable of sustaining life that we know of is 16 light years away. So, in the astronomical chance that life exists in one of the closest star systems, they'd be viewing us in 2004. If the closest life was merely 10% the width of just our galaxy, they would be viewing Earth before civilization began. For all we know, aliens might not be the little green men that fly around in flying saucers and destroy us with laser beams. They could be an interstellar pathogen that show up one day and silently and effortless kills us all without warning. Our immune systems would have no idea what hit them. There was a book called Blind Sight that explores a cool idea of aliens, where they are not your typical little green men. The premise is pretty much what if humanity is unique? What if intelligent life is common, but sentience is not? That music, art, literature is a uniquely human trait. That space is filled with cold, emotionless, genius life. To me that idea is kinda horrifying. At least, I think that's what the book was about. Along the same lines, most of our fiction depicts intelligent alien life as fundamentally similar to human intelligence. But think of something like a spider. Spiders don't have an intelligence similar to humans at all, so in theory a spider of human-like intelligence would still be completely alien to us. I guess what I'm saying is that even intelligence and sentience don't mean that we would think even sort of the same. We are so sorry. We can't protect you anymore. Reminds me of the Protheans in Mass Effect. Hey, here are these plans for weapons that we and several civilizations before us have worked on. It's your only hope in stopping the galaxy-ending threat. By the way, we all died, and so did all the other races. Good luck. The assumption that they come in groups in some flying saucer. For all we know, they might just appear in hordes of thousands if not millions all across the planet. Also, we like to think that aliens will share the same way of thinking as humans, that is, reasoning, emotions, etc. But the only reason we think that is because that's the only thing we are familiar with. Aliens might have completely different emotions or thought processes than us, but we won't know because we never encountered them before. It's like the fourth dimension. At this point it's pretty well established what it is, but most of us, if not all, have no clue how to visualize or properly explain it. Extremely unlikely, I know, but if aliens ever come to Earth, it likely means they are a spacefaring and interstellar capable species with tech at least centuries, if not millennia, ahead of ours. In other words, if aliens are even remotely capable of traveling to our planet, we are pretty much outgunned hilariously. I would much rather be massively outgunned than to be just a bit outgunned. If even our most powerful nukes are nothing compared to their technology, then we are not a threat. If we pose a potential danger to them, there's an incentive to eliminate us. The speed of light is 186,000 miles per second. I think that any aliens that are capable of traveling light years to reach us have no interest in our resources. Agreed, totally. To play devil's advocate, however, I would also add the following. A big factor in their decision, whether or not the resources on Earth were plentiful enough to justify the trip, would be just how technologically advanced they were. If they were so advanced that they could travel faster than the speed of light or fold spacetime or something, then it would come down to how badly they needed whatever resources, and whether or not they could attain it elsewhere with less effort. Damn near anything on Earth except life itself, and that which certain life creates, art for instance, is absolutely abundant elsewhere. Just about every element is out there in abundance. If aliens come to Earth, I would most likely believe it'll be for one of X things. Either class, religion, belief in supremacy, etc., or adopt us, the intergalactic draft, more friends for space bingo. Another possibility is they will study us, we are the zoo. Last that come to my mind is that they search for a cure to heat death. If you can dodge the laws of thermodynamics, you can dodge a bull. The scariest thing to me is thinking that aliens want nothing to do with us. I don't get why everyone thinks that aliens would attack us immediately. It's one thing if we come into their territory, but if they stumble upon us, we are most likely safe. Them finding us would mean they are incredibly advanced. Anything they could get by attacking Earth they could get far easier by harvesting it from a different planet in our solar system. Unless they feed specifically on brainwaves, it isn't worth the hassle to attack a planet teeming with life. They may have some weapons, however primitive, that might be used against you. It's far more frightening to believe that aliens will one day discover us and won't be interested. They won't want us on their intergalactic councils. They won't want to give us medicine. They won't want to form any bond. If they decide to just leave humanity alone, that means either they have decided we are not worth saving, or that we are too close to destruction to be worth the resources. They're like that group of cool kids, and when humans find out about them, we try to contact and join them, but they just push us away as that annoying young kid. They'll even insult our haircut. That they could be massive, taller than buildings, and eat us like bacon strips. Or step on us like ants. Imagine if one alien child fell onto our Earth, stomped on all of us, started whining, and then kicked and screamed on the ground, all in a matter of seconds. His mama alien picks him up, and they keep walking through space. Human civilization is decimated. My main thing is that they'll bring a virus or something that'll just wipe us out, because we've never seen anything like it. Or we'll be immune, because it's too alien, who knows. But until there is actual proof that there are advanced aliens out there, I'll stick to the idea that they are bacterial cells on Titan or something. Maybe all these supposed alien abductions and UFOs over the past 100 years have been alien scientists building vaccinations against unknown diseases for themselves, and adapting their own medical immunities for humans too, monitoring our progress against our own diseases so, when both civilizations are on top of it, we can be welcomed into the galactic fold safely. Maybe they just try to make sure everyone is safe and happy for galactic adventures with their new friends. That they don't actually exist. If there were no advanced civilization that can colonize other planets, that would mean that most of them go extinct before they reach that level of technological advancement, which means that we are probably doomed to extinction too. I think there could be a more positive outcome too. Maybe interstellar travel is too hard and instead, they'd rather spend a utopia in some sort of mind upload thing, having alien sex, and doing alien drugs. I'm hopeful that maybe it's because there's just more fun stuff to do than flying through dead space, lol. The fact that any life form that advanced that showed up to Earth without wanting a peaceful contact would likely just show up, vacuum up all the resources and leave us to die without any communication or anything. Think about it, when humans go into nature to get resources, they don't kill all the animals. They just take what they want and leave. For some reason, that is more chilling to me than aliens just glassing the planet with lasers. I don't think a peaceful alien would contact us. We are violent and very territorial, things that would be in opposition to any kind of peaceful alien or interplanetary federation. When scientists sent their message into the void, they never really expected to hear anything back. Decade after decade they spent listening to nothing but static. And then it came. The aliens messaged back, the pattern was unmistakable. But it didn't mean anything, of course. Not to us. We couldn't understand them. The frenzy to learn was real, but scientists knew that it would take months, if not years, to descramble the message into something we could understand. The aliens seemed to communicate on a frequency that humans cannot hear. The translation was a delicate process. World governments joined together in the effort. Billionaires pumped money towards the research like a river flows with water. Humanity could not stop talking about it. What are they trying to tell us? What do they look like? Are they friendly? Finally, after years of deliberation and study, we found it. The code to understanding this sacred frontier of intergalactic communication. It was a momentous occasion, and it seemed all of humanity gathered for the unveiling of the algorithm that would once and for all tell us what the spacemen were saying. In New York, crowds gathered around the monitor in Times Square. Traffic stopped to a halt. The city was silent. And then the man on TV hit the button that could change our world forever. Send nudes, the alien said.